Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the April 8th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? It is Eclipse Day here in the U.S., and we're not too far from totality, so it'll be an interesting day here. But how are you? How are you in that line? Are you going to see it? Are you part of it? Some of it? None of it? Let me know in the comments. Was your first time here or your long time here? Here's how Morning Mindset works. I'm going to ask you some things that I need, and hopefully you can provide those. Know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It is sunny, not a cloud in the sky, so we're hoping that holds out for us. What's in my cup this morning? Coffee. Coffee is in the cup this morning. And most importantly, your daily 5. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Now, I'm going through my list of stuff, and I made my 5. It is Monday, so we've got stuff that came in over the weekend. We got stuff to look forward to this week, things that are going down. So we got DTF and UV DTF that needs to get done today, shirts that need to be pressed, invoicing that needs to be done, social media posts to schedule, and then we got the eclipse today. So we'll take some time out of the day to see that. It'll be happening. It happens for a while, so we're trying to see what best viewing time and go there. And so how are you doing today, folks? Let me know. And remember, sharing is caring. Hey, just go hit that button and share it, like and subscribe, do all that. If you're able to post this places, please do, because we have a great time doing this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for you. Beth, good morning to you. It is a sunny 45-degree morning there in Nebraska. Water in the cup. Very, very nice. Darren, good morning to you. 45 and sunny in Topeka, on duty today, so I'm sure I'll be running brush fires like they did all weekend. Probably won't get much things done on my list. Stay safe, right? That's the big thing for you today. Morning, T-Town, checking in there from Toledo, Ohio. 51 out, going to be 70 with Pink Monster drink. So you got your Pink Monster back. It's going to be 70. That sounds like a great day. Good morning to you, Renee. 51 and sunny in Chicagoland. On our way to 70s. Clear skies from 94% of the eclipse. Water in the bottle and coffee in the cup. Man, it is great to see all these people talking about sun. We had clouds and crap for so long. It is nice to see the nice weather coming, because Barb's checking in with that 37. Good morning from north central Minnesota. It's 37. Rain, snow most of the day. Water in the cup. Just want that stuff to be done. I just want it to be done. Barb's 5 things: schedule work orders, customer pickups this afternoon, embroider fast pitch bags, hem 2 pair of jeans, and digitize a logo. She got a rocking day there for her. Now Barb's giving highs to Elizabeth, Darren, Tim, and Renee back to Barb, and Darren to Barb, Tim, Renee, Elizabeth, and Sarah when she pops in, which is right there. Good morning to you, Sarah. 47 and sunny. Coffee in the cup. And T-Towns, hello to everyone in the chat. Barb saying hi to Sarah. And Renee, hi Darren and Sarah. 5 things: therapy, drop off patch orders, set up school store, write new orders, place sub fabrication order. Love that. Cindy, happy solar eclipse day, everyone. My daughter was born the morning of the last one. Today is like a holiday for her. Oh, I did not know that. Look, we learn something new every day. And Sarah says we should be able to see 90% of it. Sort of excited. I love the kids to stay home today to see it. I think they're taking our kids out of school for a little bit for it. We'll see how it all plays out. Look at that. Rena, good morning. 42 and sunny there in SoCal, working on a cup of coffee. She says it's 42 and sunny. I'm going to see what it is, because it felt way nicer than 42 outside this morning. In fact, it is 52 out here. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Rena, it's 10 degrees warmer here than it is there. I'll take it. T-Towns, he's got fixed logo for a store that just closed. Order blanks and prints. Run test embroidery files. Send out new WFR logo for digitizing. Softball practice at 5:30. We have soccer tonight. Soccer tonight at 5:30. Baseball. I think we have hitting coach tomorrow. Then we have Wednesday is baseball practice, and then Thursday is soccer. So it starts that season for us where it's practices and games almost every day. And Jenny's checking in from northern Indiana. 52 degrees finally, right? Water in the cup. And Candy from Plano, Texas. Coffee, partly cloudy, 5. Work. That's what you need to do. But what is the actual list? I like doing that list so that way I can actually grab my handy dandy pen and I can write it down and I can check it off as I go throughout the day. And then I like being able to see, I know I forget stuff throughout the day. Anytime something comes in, I write it down. not necessarily on that list of 5, but I have a list of other stuff that is currently always in the, that's things that we're working on. Like I got the stuff we're invoicing for. We've got signs that need to be put to be assembled and painted. We've got more labels that need to get done. We've got a consult that needs to happen. We need artwork that needs to be approved. We got supplies that need to order. We've got a flag order that we need to get approval on. We've got artwork to send out for redraws. We've got artwork that we need to send out for digitizing. What else is in this list? I think that's it. I think no, because it was the little name said to move over from the other side. Bundles to work on, pricing. We were looking into streaming service. That one is off the books. We went ahead and we thought we found a good one that we were going to switch over to, but after going over stuff this weekend, it is just not going to work out for us because we're not able to see all the comments in one place, and I have to have multiple tabs open, and that's just not good. But I like having that list to be able to go back in it. And it's 68 there. Very nice. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you from sunny Florida, and happy birthday to your daughter, Cindy. And T-Town, we're about 3 blocks away from being in it. So you're just going to walk over 3 blocks, and you'll be good to go. And we've got Barb saying hi, Chuck, Rena, Jenny, and Cindy. And Sarah's 5 things. Update LinkedIn, taxes, purchasing, invoicing, update stores in Chipley. Very nice. Linda's got 70 there in Central Texas already. Hot tea in the cup. And let's see. And how was the meetings on Friday? Everything went off swimmingly. Like we secured 1 order. We dropped 2 off. We picked up a new client. And we were done in like 2 hours. It was awesome because we kind of had it flowed in a schedule of, okay, we're going to be here for this time. The first one got done really quick. The second one got done really quick. And so we were able to be like, hey, can we do this? And yep, then we made it through it, and it's fruitful. At least the seeds are planted. We were able to close some. We'll see how it plays out today. Because there are some other quotes that we got to get with it. And, hey, but it all goes from there. And, okay, packed for trip for Houston tomorrow. I'll call Epilogue for laser issue. Ooh, what do you got going on with that? Burn a boatload if I can't fix my laser. Research Shopify, send artwork, proof to client. I love that. Somebody asked me a question about placement, where I place something on a shirt. And they said, because it has a pocket here. They're like, would you put it above it or would you put it on the chest on this side for it? And I said, what'd the customer say? Because it doesn't matter what I would say, it matters on the customer, if they want it above the pocket or if they want it on the opposite side there. So many times, we forget that. We just think we are the experts, and yes, we should know. But on things like that, on placements of logos, we definitely need to get customer approval on it. Send proofs, because they say, oh, I thought it was here, and you don't have anything to fall back on. You don't have to say, hey, it was this. Or, what type of shirt it is. When somebody says dry fit means a lot of things, right? Dry fit is not a type of shirt. It is, a line that Nike came out with, and a lot of other people took and ran with it. There's 100% cotton dry fits, there's 50-50 dry fits, and then there's the poly dry fits. So there's so many different ones that go with it. When we talk to a customer, they're like, hey, we want the dry fit ones. And we said, hey, like the 50-50 blend or more of the slicky ones, so that way we can understand what it actually is that they want. Because the last thing we want to do is do an order assuming what we think, because we can order 50-50 blends, dry fits, there it is, and they're significantly cheaper. And they're like, oh, we wanted the other ones. Well, where is that approval process on it? So make sure you're getting those approvals. Just like on logo placement, where is it at? Especially if you're doing hoodies, think about that, where things are on the back with that hood down. If it's up too high, down too low, where do they want things at that? And then logo size. I've seen not necessarily, I can't say people in our industry, but I have seen people in our industry that, that sometimes their logo size and their logo placement is questionable. And sometimes I just don't think, that they necessarily think about a body type or where it goes, because, sometimes it's a really small logo where a bigger logo should be, or a really big logo, where a smaller logo should be, or, the placement is off because they have this strict thing of it's X over and it's this, but that kind of changes on size. So one time you might end up with a logo that's more to the center here, and the next time you end up with it, over here in the armpit. So be mindful of those things, do the mock-ups, send to the customer, and show them, hey, this is what it's going to look like. In those mock-ups that we send, like we do something with the left chest, like, hey, it's 3.5 by 3.5 left chest. It's right here, especially on a polo. You can actually see, here's the center of it. Here's where it lines up at. This is where it's at for it. So able to, give them a visual representation of it, and you can tell them here's the size that it's going to be, because we know that, not all colors and everything matches up when it's scaled down there. But if you tell them the size of it, hey, on this back size, it's going to be, 11 by 12, okay, that's what the back's going to be. The front, it's 10 by 10, 3.5 by 3.5, whatever. So they have an understanding and know what it's going to be, because, you can make a logo this big, right, on the shirt. But if you tell them, hey, it's 4 inches and they're getting at this, the picture you showed is here. So, the mock-ups are really helpful, not only for them to visualize it, but for your approval process too. So, something to keep an eye, back in the mind when you're doing mock-ups and sending those out for people. Let's see. And Tim says he doesn't care. He doesn't care. I don't know if I really care. Is it bad? Just like being outside. If you think it could be cooler to look outside of it. Well, here's the thing: is like I love seeing the shadows. The shadows that it creates are crazy, because you don't have that full thing coming down, so all the shadows would be really wonky on it. So that's a cool thing to see for it. Then hey, who knows what's gonna happen? All the crazies are coming out today. Like we're gonna see some wackos today. So just be careful of that. Ooh, an epilogue driver. I cannot help with that at all. Linda's 5 things: process LL photos and post online. Begin work on talking with LLs for end of season. That's little leagues for those that not in the know. I believe it is. At least that's what I would say. End of season medals and sponsor plaques. Process orders. Linda's rocking it today. Decal Ranch, morning all. On the phone, headed to Pigeon Forge. Very nice. 64 in lovely Lexington, Kentucky. Currently, 5 things: enjoy spring break. LOL. Hey, when you're out there, enjoy it. Like our spring break was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, now we're getting there where I guess we don't get out of school until like the 9th of June this year. So we got a late start on it. And one of the things that we had was doing field day shirts. They came up with a design when they said the date. I'm like, it seems awful late. Then I realized school is awful late this year. It's that time. If you're not already looking, at putting things out there, and let me put this in context here. You don't have to be everything for everyone, right? That's one of the hardest things for us to do, especially when starting off. We want to take every job on. Every job we want to do, and we want to take care of it for people. But sometimes it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to do one shirt for somebody that requires like 2 hours of artwork if they're not going to pay for it. And, you need to charge accordingly for that, and we run into this where people say, I heard this over the weekend, where somebody said, they can't get somebody to pay $15 for more for a shirt because their area won't pay it. And I'm like, really? And so I went to look, I did a little sleuthing on it, right? And they're in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And I'm like, listen, there are Lamborghini and Ferrari dealerships in your area. So don't tell me your customers won't pay for it. The problem is you just got the wrong customers. And so it started kind of like this back and forth. This is my customers won't pay it. Well, find new customers, because if there's people in the area, buying those cars enough that a dealership is there, there's money in the area. You just have to find the money. You have to find the customers. You can't let customers tell you your price. Like we just can't walk into a business and be like, I really don't think that those shoes are worth $150. I will give you 50 for them, and that's what you're going to take. And they're like, bet, here you go, $50. You can go ahead and run off the shoes. It's not how it works. So, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we let customers dictate our pricing? We don't. Here's where it is. We know what our pricing is, and that's, as you're starting off, especially, that's one of the hardest things is to know, how to price things out. First thing is you got to know your numbers. You absolutely 100% have to know what it costs you to be in business per day, per hour, per minute. And when I break it down that way, it's because when we know if it takes us 10 minutes to do a shirt, well, it's $2 a minute in our shop. So that's minimum of $20 before we add anything on there, material, supplies, anything that goes into it. We just know that that's how it has to be. So when you have an understanding of what your numbers actually are, then you're able to price for profit. And profit is not a dirty word. I don't get it. When you get out of that mindset of, I'm really trying to help my customers out. Well, are your customers helping pay your bills? Like, hey, I'm not paying anything today. In case the rapture happens, we'll pay it all tomorrow because, hey, if it's happening, I can go spend money on whatever. But and the truth of it is, if you or if you're short on cash for the water bill or electric bill, all that, can you call up your customers and be like, hey, I'm really short on this. Can you help me out? They're going to say no. So you are now putting your customers above your family's needs. I can't, like my kid can't go on a field trip because I don't have the money for it. But hey, I made sure that, Tim down the street, not this, our Tim, another Tim down the street, a shirt that I, usually charge 25 for, he wanted it for 15. I was like, okay, we can go ahead and do that. $10 is a lot, it's not, but it is, because the $10 adds up. Do that, 100 times, there's $1,000. So just think about that when it comes to what you're putting out there for it. You're done at the end of May. Jeff's done at the end of May. No snow days. We don't have snow days anymore. We go to virtual learning when it happens that way. See, I figured it. I got it. Ryan's got a big day ahead of him. Taxes. Love those big days like that. And Barb saying hi, Jeff and Rye, and hi, Barb, and hi, Barb. And Jerry's morning all. And Rye says, was anyone excited about the solar eclipse? How much of it will you see over there, Rye? USA Today, I put the link out there. US Today eclipse, you can put in your zip code and it will tell you, it'll show you how much of an area that you're able to see or not see, depending on what it is. USA Today's database. So if I put in our zip code in the database where it is, database 61265. So ours will start at 1247. It peaks at 203 and it ends at 318. As far as that, we're going to get 89.9% of the sun will be obscured, and then it shows that little boop. That's what it'll look like. So that's kind of cool, and that's over at USA Today. I posted on there. Let's see, Rye, it looks like you're getting like 30% of it, but if you go to USA Today and just put in Eclipse USA Today, and then there's the zip code thing, so you can go see what it looks like. And Jeff says, we're driving away from it. Well, that's crazy. Yeah, if you're in the path, there's some craziness going on. In Illinois, here in southern Illinois, we're at the intersection from where the last one was and where this one is, right? I think I'm not sure what the name of the town is, but I know everybody down southern Illinois is going 8 bunkers over it. It'll be a fun day to see. Like I said, ours will start at what time did I say? It starts at what time? I didn't see. 12:47. So ours starts at 12:47 with the peak at 2:03. So we'll get stuff done. We'll go out there, probably 10 minutes before, and then that'll. I'm not going to say that'll be it for the day, but we'll check it out. We'll see it. And then, we have to pick the kids up at 2:30 anyway. So picking the kids up during the eclipse, and then, that falls on the rest of it. What else do we got here? Let's see. Trainings. Somebody asked me about trainings because I came across one that was on time management. That came through my email, and so I shared it with our in our mentorship community. And, there's a lot of times where any of those trainings, a free one is an easy one because it's like, what do you expect to get out of it? Well, I'm investing my time, so hopefully I can, make sure that that's covered by the knowledge that I learn in it. But, when it comes to trainings, what do you really look for in it? Is it knowledge in it? Is it how-tos? Is it, a new process? What is it that you look for in trainings? And sometimes, it can just be, a new way to look at stuff. Like this one's, all on time management. And I'm a big proponent of that. I'm a big proponent of scheduling out the day, of time blocks and this, and that's what this one covers. So it was a really, a pretty cool one. In fact, I will go ahead and share it. I'll share it in with this, let me see if I can put words out of my mouth, because if I can do that, that would really, no, it's not there. I have to go find it and put it in there. Anyway, if you're in the mentorship community, I posted here. If you're not in the mentorship community, tell me why you're not in the mentorship community. Tell me why you don't think our community of other like-minded individuals that will help you, raise your business is not worth $20 a month. I want to hear it. I want to debunk all of your myths. If you are interested in it, I'm going to give you a direct link to it because I am that passionate about it. It is one of, when we were going through our goals and redoing them for the second quarter, it was one of the things that I said, hey, we really need to focus on a couple of these different parts of our business. what are we working on? What do we need to do? How can we do this better? And when we looked at our business, we've got a few different things going on because we've got the three parts of it. We've got the retail side of it, we've got the wholesale side of it, and then we've got the mentorship community that we're building out of it. So it was, how do we do all of those things? And what we can do is you can go ahead and put it. You can put it into things like this: is even though these are they're three separate ones. Like our retail is different from our wholesale. It's different from our mentorship community. Like my retail customers don't need to be in the mentorship community. There's no reason for it, unless some of them are wanting, or business owners that want to come in there for that part of it. It makes perfect sense. The wholesale, that's kind of our bread and butter, bringing those people over into it. But we want to make sure that we're providing the most that we can for them. And at $20 a month, I don't feel it's hard to do that. I think as long as you show up and do the work, and what do I mean by do the work? Do we have worksheets? Do we have that? No. It's here, show up and be active. Ask the questions, show up to the lives, rewatch them, ask questions after the fact, be part of it, and you will definitely get your $20 a month out of that. And by that, I say, here, go here. That is over at patreon.com/fatdadmc. It's only $20 a month. And the best thing that, I have feedback that I've heard from it is, hey, it's not a long commitment. If it doesn't work out for you, it doesn't work out for you. I'm fine with that. Just let me know why it doesn't work out so we can make it better. If there's a money issue, okay. If it's just crappy content, let me know so we can fix it. But when you sign up, hey, let me know why. But with that, there's lives in there. We do them 3 times a week right now. In fact, the first one this week is right after this call at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are interested in signing up, go there, sign up. We'll get you in today's call, and you'll be a part of it. Jerry asked me, did you say you put the link in here for the eclipse timing? I did not, but I will go find it because it was just on USA Today. I'm going to Google USA Today eclipse. And I will put that in there. And what it'll do is it'll ask you for your zip code. And then with that, let's see if it's this one here, Stargazing Remind, help you chart times total. Let's see, there's that. Here's a map. Nope, that's not it, because Carbondale, that's where it's at. Interactive eclipse map. There it is. I will go ahead and I will click on this. I will get the link for it because it is kind of a long link. I will put that in the comments. So you make sure that you're in YouTube, because then you can right click, copy paste, or click on there. We'll put that inside of the comments right now, because as you can see, it is a long one. That's right there. But right click, copy paste, go there. You'll be able to see what you can see in your area, what it should look like, and then we'll be able to rock from there. So hopefully everybody is able to watch that and see that. This weekend, it was a soggy weekend here. There was, it was rainy. It wasn't the greatest of weather. Saturday was pretty decent, but Saturday we worked, and it was me and Hudson's weekend. It was WrestleMania weekend. He had a ball with it, starting with the SmackDown on Friday and it ends tonight with the Raw. Had an amazing, fun weekend with him. Just being a kid again. And, if you're not a wrestling fan, we're not friends. I mean, we can still be friends. It's okay. But it was a good show, good weekend for it. Lots of fun surprises, lots of things. And it was a really good time. So was glad I was able to spend that time with Hudson, and we had a fun weekend watching all of that. Upcoming shows tonight. We got Morning Mindset Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring, and it's free, right? So go ahead, like, subscribe, share away from there. Tomorrow, Tuesday with Todd, that one is at 5 o'clock. That one is with that is going to be marketing. We're going to have Bob come in, and we're going to talk about local SEO. So if you are focusing in your local area, we're going to talk about local SEO, what it means, and what it means for you and your business. So you don't want to miss that show, which is why you like and subscribe. Next week, we're going to talk with the guys over from swag.space. They are going to be talking about promotional products. Now, here's the thing. If you are into, or if you want to start selling promotional products, but you don't know how, do I sign up for Sage? Do I sign up for ASI? Am I going to Distributor Central? Am I going all this? There's a lot that goes into figuring that out. Swag.space is your solution for that. Why do I say it? It's because it doesn't cost you anything, and they take care of everything. So it doesn't cost me anything. They take care of everything. This sounds like a perfect marriage. So we signed up with them. Well, we started talking to them, and I said, hey, we have the show. Would you like to come on and be a part of it? They said, great. So we have that set up, and that's in 2 weeks. And then we have Sarah is coming in, and we're talking about Canva branding. So that's coming in in 3 weeks. And then ending the month, we did confirm with Cindy over the weekend that she's going to be doing providing us some crafting training at the end of the month. Still trying to determine what the subject will be, but we have a Cindy in here at the end of the month. So we got a good roundabout shows coming up for it. Next week, DAX Chicago. We're going to start talking more about that tomorrow, Friday, next week. Next week, there won't be a show on Friday because we'll be traveling to DAX Chicago. But we'll showcase, some vendors, some people I want you to go see, people over at Corel Trainer, the people at American Print Supply, the people over at Magic Touch. We're going to go through them and be like, hey, these are people I want you to go see and talk to. So if you're planning on coming to DAX, let us know in the comments if you're coming to see DAX, because, we might set something up. We've got the dinner afterwards, and then we'll probably just meet in the bar after that for a great networking session that we always have for it. What else we got? You guys tell me what other comments, questions, concerns, anything that you want to talk about. ISA is starting this week, right? The International Sign Expo is going down in Orlando. And when does that start? That starts Tuesday. Is that when that starts? I believe so. I'm going to just look and see for sure. I believe that starts on Tuesday, and that is down in Orlando, right? Yeah, I think all this sounds right. I'm just going to double check for it. Yep, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, April 10th through the 12th in Orlando, Florida. And that is, I'll copy the link and post it in the comments here. So if we want to pause that so that we haven't seen it. If you haven't seen that show, or if you're in that area, we can go ahead and go in here. Renee, I think the Italian beef place, that's a hot dog place, it's across the street and to the left. So the next one over was it Al's? I think Al's it sounds like a good option for it. So that way, otherwise there is somewhere like B-dubs or something like that. But when we do, anytime, we want to find the places that here, you go in, order whatever the hell you want, get it from there. It seems like when we go with the bigger groups and they want to put us all together, they're automatically throwing tips on it. They're automatically screwing up bills. They're automatically trying to figure stuff up. So if we can go in where it's like here, that's what I really miss about that deli. And the deli, is closed because they got robbed. And so they decided to move from there, which that sounded really like, wow. There's the sushi place that's right there, but I'm not sure how everybody feels on sushi. So across the street, where like there was the pizza place, there's a burger place. Apparently that's closed now too. I went through kind of the things that were across the street in that little one, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. And then I just was like, okay, what's in the one next to it? And then I saw that place. So I think that's what we're gonna do. GPX Long Beach. When is GPX Long Beach? Is that coming up soon? Let me go look and find out for that. When is that coming up? When is that? Why is that showing here we're in 24? Show me August in 23. Come on, GPX. Why don't you show me the right stuff? June. Long Beach, June 13th through the 24th. So that is coming up, and that'll be June for that. Then July for Philadelphia. Indianapolis is October. Charlotte is November. So those are all the show times coming up for Graphics Pro Expo, which if you check our calendar in the mentorship community, then we have, anytime I know show dates, I put them in there, and then as our monthly calendar comes out, and it's being listed on that as well. So that way you will be able to find the things. Other things with what's coming up is I'm still waiting to get the full details on everything, but there is a crystallized cruise coming up at the end of August. As I have the details and as they get released, we will post about those. We're sponsoring a portion of it. So Corey will be on a cruise at the end of August, Bahamas. If you are interested in crystallization and hand placing of stones, then this will be the cruise for you. As we get more information, we'll release it, but we're putting those teasers out there for it to be able to get you into it. So I will not be going. That is a Corey thing. Corey is going for that, and that's at the end of August. So pretty, got a pretty good time. In fact, I think she leaves in May for Mexico again. I don't know. So it was here. We got because this month we're here. May is that, and nothing in June, July, August is there. So she's back on a travel schedule. Really nice if someone would have a show in Cincy. They used to, but I don't think they had a good show of it. Right? Hotel rooms, hotel conference rooms get it catered. And June. See, there it is, June. Did you look at Durbin's? I know nothing about it. Just looking there, I did not. I looked right across the street and over. So that I guess where is it at from there? I wanted to stay as close to possible, so that way we're able just to go in there. We'll see. Sounds perfect for the cruise. Or Flipside Brewing isn't there anymore. Flipside Brewing is closed, from what the website had said. Because I thought about that too. And that's the thing is, some of them are updated or not updated. Maybe I just need to take a day trip and go drive up there, see what's up there, and come back for it. Sounds perfect. The cruise. You should go. It's your favorite ninja that is putting it on. There's a little teaser for you. Crystal Ninja is putting on, the sparkle. What does she call it? I'm not going to say what she's calling it because I want to make sure that I'm calling it the correct thing. I believe it's the Sparkle Expo, and that is going to be there at the end of August. So, hey, we're looking, we're going, and we're seeing what we got, and then there. But that's coming up from there. So we talked there. We got DAX. That's coming up next week. We'll talk the shows that we got with that. What kind of products are you looking for when you go to a show? What are you going for? Our biggest thing is the networking. Like when we'll go through what DAX is offering as a show, you'll be able to see the vendors and stuff there. This is this DAX show is not as big as previous years, pre-COVID, but it's getting back there. It's not as big as it once was, but little by little, it's coming back there. It's starting to fill up. They're filling up more people. Right now, I think on the main floor, last I looked, there was like 10 or 15 spots available, but I think things are picking up for them. So I'm pretty excited to see how that is, going through the different vendors as we look at it. We got All American Print Supply, which I don't care for them at all because of how they do their DTF side of things. But American Print Supply, that's our go-to for that. As we go through some of the other stuff, Corel Trainer, you definitely got to check them out. Epilogue will be there. Geneva Capital. So, hey, you don't have to wait on funds until you have funds. Just finance it, right? Everything's financing. Who else is there that we can go see? Patch Party Club. What is the Patch Party Club? I'm not sure what the Patch Party Club is, but I'm going to definitely check them out. S&S and Sanmar will for sure be there, so check them out. Stalls will be there for it. Magic Touch, you'll definitely want to stop by and check them out for it. Trouble Me Not Embroidery, if you're in the embroidery and you're able to attend a show and Trouble Me Not is there, you definitely need to want to get over there and check, the girls from Trouble Me Not out. Some amazing education. They stand by what they do, so definitely get in there. And as we get more stuff, Winsco, our local sign supply. Just remember Winsco, tell them when they see stuff on the floor, say, hey, why doesn't my local place carry that? So I'm telling you, it's a good time to go. There will be a lot of information. We'll go through classes next week because I believe you can still sign up and it's free. Does that end? When does that end for registration? Because they do cut off the free registration, and then from there, registration. Registration is already closed for free. $10. It looks like what it is. Is it $10 for both days? I'm going to go back and read that. Registration is only $10, so it is $10 now to get in for both days of that. But show specials, there's always something good to see. When you're looking at what some of these places are offering, I would definitely check it out. There's a lot of things that make you go and things you want to double check at, because there's that. I would definitely say, like I said, check by our friends and see what they have, because maybe we can work some deals with them and see what we can do for you. So we'll talk. Let's go. What day do you want to go? You want to go this Wednesday or Friday, where we can talk about more about that? I've only been to a racing show. Funny enough, hey, Jeff, we got to get you to a show. I got to see where you are. What's within 6 hours driving distance of you? That's my limit is 6 hours. So, we'll do Indianapolis. We'll do, I take that back. We've got, we'll be going down to Joplin in October for Misfit Makers. And I'm not even sure what class I'm signed up for, but it's a tumble class. We got friends in the industry, and, we love to, when our friends put on events, and those events are something that can help out the community, that are, reasonably priced, that you're going to get a lot of information from. We try to go to all the ones that we can, especially the ones that our friends are putting on for us. Some of them, might be a little more out there, because you got to think, when we travel, there's something to consider. Is like this trade show. Yep, it's free for the trade show. Now it's $10 to get in. Well, is it? Because you've got gas to get there, or flights to get there. You got transportation once you get there. Then you've got food. Then you've got a hotel. And so you say, when we go to Long Beach, it's a $2,000 to $3,000 week, because airfare, because transportation, because food, because lodging. So, there's a lot that goes into it. So you want to make sure that you get that value back out of it. You want to make sure that you are investing in yourself, and you're not investing in something where you're just like, well, that was a waste of money. So, just check into that. There you go. Well, DAX coming up in 2 weeks. Just there you go. Go to DAX. Indy will have GPX, right? In Indianapolis. Did I say that? Graphics Pro Expo is Indianapolis, October 3rd through the 5th. So there you go. So you got DAX next weekend in Chicago, and then your next opportunity, Indianapolis, would be October 3rd through the 5th, Jeff. So I say you just go ahead and go to DAX, because we'll be at that one for you. So we'll talk more as we get into what's coming up and pushing out there. But for the most part, hey, thank you guys for showing up. The ones that are here commenting, I love it. The ones that are not commenting, help me get into this. What can I do to help you comment some more? We want you to be a part of this. Become an action taker. Do something. We want you to be a part of this, but we do appreciate that you do show up. If you're watching on the replay, make sure to put Team Replay in the comments, because we love seeing those in there to know that our message is getting out from here. We're going to try something new. Once this is done, it's going to download and process, and we're going to put it as a standalone video on our YouTube. Or YouTube is already there, but in the Facebook side of things, to see what kind of things come up from that. So we are getting to it. GPX. Okay, fine. Go to GPX. I'm not going to GPX because I think like the weekend before is when we're going down to Joplin, I believe. So we got to figure all that out. Like I said, it's time to look at Corey's big book of travel to see where she's going, because I know they said she's got Mexico, she's got the Bahama cruise, she's got Joplin in there. I'm not sure where else, but we've got to just looked it up. We only get a third of the eclipse, so it's like squinting, right? Like that. So hey, third's better than nothing. Enjoy it, right? Enjoy it. Yeah, I don't think I'll make it to Long Beach next year. And that's the thing, that cost of it. Maybe, Rye, because you drive, the hotel is what always costs. I think we should, we've done the Airbnbs in the past. The more people we can get in an Airbnb, that becomes a lot cheaper, right? Because now Airbnbs, man, the cleaning fees, that's where they're really getting people at. Because when we looked, it was like, yeah, we can stay in Airbnb, but when you factor in the cleaning fee, we can stay at a hotel and you get the free breakfast with it. So is it worth it or not worth it? So, that's something to consider. But that's why that was the main thing for Long Beach this year, why we didn't go, because, needing, because the hotel prices were ridiculous. They always are for that. But when we get an Airbnb and we can split it, usually we have 3 or 4 people that we can split it with, and that brings that cost significantly down. When it's just us and that cost is up there, yeah, it was a $3,000 week, and so we're just not, we're not there with that. See everyone at the mentorship call. You're right. We got that starting in 20 minutes. So with that, we'll end this for the day. We'll be back here tomorrow night as we're talking local SEO with Bob from Fresh Horizons Marketing. So make sure to set your reminders for that. We'll make sure invites are going out. And then we'll do this Wednesday and Friday again for Morning Mindset. So until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Stay safe. Remember, don't look directly at the eclipse today. I don't want you to have your retinas burned out or anything like that. So peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.